Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to one of my favorite parks in the Springs. A couple of weeks ago I made the video on goal setting, and you may have been chuckling to yourself because there were no goals in that video. That was partially intentional because I still hadn't chiseled out what I wanted my goals to be for 2022, but now I have a few of them written down. One in particular we'll be talking about today. So let's get started. So in 2022, one of my goals is to build out this YouTube channel. I've already laid out that I want to produce about 52 videos, one every week. I want to increase the rate that people click on the videos and how long people watch it. I want to do it by the end of December 31st, 2022. Why am I giving specific details? Because a goal without measurable, actionable, and specific details is not a goal so much as an aspiration. That's one of the things you should be keeping in mind as you're planning your own goals and prepping for the future and what you want to accomplish. So at this point you may be thinking, why 52? Why not make a handful of really solid videos and release those instead? Well, to answer that question, I'm going to take a look at a book that I received when I first joined Keller Williams Client's Choice Realty. This is The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. And we can joke about the name later, but it has been a really helpful book for me in starting to be a self-employed individual. So on page 88, Gary Keller references a book written by David Bales and Ted Orland. The book's name is Art and Fear. In the book, they gave the example of a ceramic teacher who divided the ceramic class into two groups. One side of the group would be judged, graded, on how well they could produce a single pot. The other side of the group would be judged for their final grade on how well they could produce 50 pounds of pots. Lo and behold, the team that produced 50 pounds of pots wound up creating a better pot in the long run because over time they had developed processes to try and make it easier and faster to do their job better. What's important is not the number of pots made, but the way in which they made the pots. You see, each time they made a pot, they did something different. They learned from their mistakes and made better pots because they were learning from their experience. That's kind of what I want to do with making 52 videos. Each one I can try something different and hopefully make it a little bit better, a little bit more fun to watch. So does this sort of thing actually work? I've read a few books at this point in time, and overall, between all of the CEOs and leaders that I've studied, it seems to be pretty consistent that the more you do something, the better you get at it. As long as every time you do it, you try something different and try and improve what you did on last time. So for Christmas, a friend of mine got me this book. This is Sam Walton Made in America, written by Sam Walton and some other contributors. It was a great book. I just finished it today, and I had a couple takeaways from it. Number one thing I came away with is that Sam really focused on customers when he was building Wal-Mart. And that's something that I can apply to working in real estate. If you treat people the way that they want to be treated and serve them in the ways that they want to be served, they'll enjoy your company and your work a lot more than if you're just doing it for a paycheck. On that note, the second thing I picked up from this book is that Sam really loved retail. He's one of the people who probably visited more stores in his lifetime than anybody else because he simply loved the merchandising system and the way that people did business. If you do something you love, work will become really easy. As they say, there will still be things that you don't enjoy. Like, for example, I don't enjoy talking to strangers. But it's something that makes me better, and it's a part of my business. Moreover, when you do something you love, you'll do anything you can to make it work. You'll go to extreme ends and work odd hours just to make sure that your dream comes to life. That's not something that'll happen if you don't find any joy in it. The third lesson I learned from this book is learn from your competition. A lot of us would like to believe that if we didn't have any competition, the world would be a better place. But in a lot of cases, competition is what makes us better. For example, in real estate, Zillow has really jumped into the market and made a lot of people upset. But the fact that they're there is making a lot of us do a better job as real estate agents in representing our clients. The fourth thing I learned from Sam Walton's book is take care of your team, and they'll take care of you. Not only do you want to recruit people that are interested in the same subjects you are when you're building out a team, but you want to make sure that they have what they need to succeed. Whether that's finances or familial support, just helping them out on a day-to-day, or giving them goals and competitions between one another to make them do better, but also supporting them on a more personal side, allowing them to have space for rest and holidays. The key to taking care of your team is to treat them as partners, to value their opinions, to really care about them and their lives and their dreams and aspirations, to really stand behind and stand with and stand up for them. The last note I'll point out from the book is to swim upstream. This is one of Sam's 10 principles for business, which you can read in full in the book if you're more interested in it. The rest of those were my own conclusions, but this one specifically is one that stands out to Sam as a key tenet of business. With that said, the important piece here is that whenever you're doing an entrepreneurial or self-employed endeavor, you're going to be swimming upstream. I've heard this quote in a variation from several different CEOs or founders, including Sarah Barkley from Spanx, or Phil Knight from Nike, or Steve Jobs from Apple with his famous Think Different campaign. Sam had many critics over the years, as did Walmart, and Walmart continues to have many critics in the present. The important thing with criticism is don't take it at face value. I know I struggle with that, and I'm sure a few of you do as well, but don't take it personal. Use it as a chance to get better at what you're doing. Ignore all the emotions and the frustrations that people try and launch onto you, and just latch onto the things that are actionable and that actually help you in building your business. So this is the first of book reviews. Let me know what you think about it. I'm thinking about making this a reoccurring segment as one more piece of video that I can put out. I hope it was entertaining. If it was, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next video.